Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Book Lowdown. This is Wellington Reyes, and on this channel I review comic books and comic book story arcs for your viewing pleasure. Today, it's going to be my final part 5 of the Deadpool Dead review by Daniel Way. This is issue 54 of Daniel Way's run, art by Ale Garza. And yeah, so last part of this review, finally getting to it. Anyways, so where we left off last issue, Deadpool's whole plan has been revealed, and now X Factor wants to go kill Deadpool. Tombstone's trying to kill Deadpool. Tombstone's threatened Deadpool. Now Deadpool wants to come up to a plan to save Hydra Bob from Tombstone, because Deadpool doesn't want to be killed by Tombstone, and it's a whole big mess for Deadpool. So, we start right off with Deadpool trying to think of a plan at Bob's house while Bob makes macaroni and cheese. It's pretty funny, the banter that goes on. I'm not going to repeat it because it won't come off as funny as it did when I read it. But anyways, Deadpool's pretty much saying that he could just teleport them away. And as soon as he says that, what do you know? Tombstone comes in and he shoots the teleporter out of his hand. And so now there's a big chase gonna ensue. And meanwhile, X Factor is also looking for Deadpool, and they're gonna be covering all the subways and stuff because they think he's gonna try to get away. So, back to Deadpool and Bob being chased by Tombstone. They start running away, and Deadpool pretty much ditches Bob after he gets pretty tired, and then, Tombstone is gonna kill Bob right there, and, Deadpool drives a truck into Tombstone. I mean, it doesn't kill him, but he pins him against a wall. And I don't even know if you can see Tombstone, but you can see Deadpool driving the truck. And then Tombstone is lodged in between, like a garage door and the truck. Excuse me. So now, at this point, Deadpool and Bob, they're like, okay, now we're off scot-free. And they're thinking of disguises that they can do, while Bob is pretty much just depressed. He's like, you should have just let him kill me right there, since it's going to happen anyway sooner or later. And Deadpool's not having any of that. And so he keeps on looking through this wardrobe rack for disguises when he comes up with the best idea. He says that we need to take off our disguises, since nobody knows what we look like. And, yeah, so, as a disguise, they remove their costumes. And then, Bob's pretty shocked at what Deadpool looks like. And you can already see that Deadpool does not look like the normal Deadpool with the sores all over his face and whatnot, because they haven't shown his face yet, but he has hair, so he never had hair before, so you already know that something's different. Anyways, like X Factor thought, Bob and Deadpool are trying to get away, and they're trying to do it by the subway station. See? The subway station. And turn the page. They had Psylocke trying to read people's brain waves or in their minds to see where Deadpool was at. So Deadpool created a diversion by punching her while there was a crowd of people. So she didn't know who did it, and then he kicked Nightcrawler, and he didn't know who did it. And then Nightcrawler goes to pick out the wrong person, and then you finally see Deadpool, and he looks pretty normal. That's Deadpool right there. He's in a suit, and he has a face. So all of that is new. And then him and Bob, they get away. Pretty much, they feel like they're free. See, Wade Wilson, Bob. They're about to get away. They go into the train, and then somebody grabs Wade Wilson's tie and throws him down. And who better to do that than Wolverine? Yep, Wolverine found him, and he said that he had a good idea with taking off the mask since he looks so much different, but that he still smells really bad. So that's how he was able to find him so easily. And then, because Bob thinks that Wolverine's gonna hurt Wade, he throws a coffee at him, and then Wolverine just knocks him out really quick. And then Deadpool just shoots a bunch of rounds into Wolverine, and he says that he got rid of the costume but not the guns. And then Phantom X is like, yeah, but you're out of bullets. And so they're ready to kill him right there. And this is one of the best moments, I think, in the entire run. If not the best. Because he knows that they're gonna kill him right there. But he has to get Bob out of anywhere near Tombstone, or Tombstone's gonna kill him. So, in a point where you would think that Deadpool would, or Wade Wilson, would say something maybe funny or witty or something like that, when he's got his back against the wall, he just says, "Not here." Like, to not kill him right there. And Phantom X is like, it's inevitable, it doesn't matter where it's gonna be. But Wade is like, but I have to get Bob out. And it's a really emotional part through all of this, where they want to say that he's lying, but they know he's not. And then he says, he's just like, I'll turn myself in. He says, I'll turn myself in, but just let me help, or just let me save my friend first. And so, after that, Wolverine, at first he wasn't taking it, and then right after it, reels back the claws, and just tells him that 3 days and report for duty. You know, they're not gonna kill him anymore. And Wade just thanks him. And then here's a real good moment with Wolverine, and he's just like, how does it feel to be alive again? Because the fact that they can die, or that Wade can die now, Wolverine is envious of that. Like, that's why he asks, how does it feel to be a human again? Because, or not a human, to be alive again, because to be alive you have to be able to die, and they could not, and Wolverine still can't, but now Wade can. And he just says that it feels great, honestly. And then Wolverine just says that he figures. See? The whole page is just an emotional page. And then Bob wakes up from his unconsciousness, and Deadpool, or I'm just gonna call him Deadpool. Deadpool assures him that everything's gonna be okay. And that's the end. And then there's an epilogue that I didn't really care about. Yeah, it was just wrapping stuff up with the Kingpin and Dawkins. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyways, out of this story arc, this is the best one in my opinion, and good that it be the last one of the story arc. Also, this story arc is probably my favorite of the whole run, and luckily it was also the first of my whole run, so maybe I'm just more sentimental to it. But I really like this issue because a lot of people complain about Deadpool just because they say that all he does is like crack jokes and stuff, and that there's no real story behind him, and I can see what they're saying. But in this one, he actually had like a real character that you could relate to, or that you could feel for, and it wasn't just the wisecracking the whole way. So this issue gets my best rating of the story arc, and maybe even the best rating of the run. This is probably one of the better Deadpool books of the Daniel Way run, and I really liked it. Have no real complaints about it. So as a whole, the Dead story arc, I would give it, out of a scale of 5, I would give it a 3.5. Maybe a 4. But maybe a 3.5. Just because it's very important to Deadpool now, and it's very, like, it changes his character completely, because now he can die now, so that's just totally different with his character. He's never been able to die before, and now he can. So now they go into it in the next story arc where he has to learn how to do stuff like a regular human again, and it's funny stuff, but that's another review. So anyways, I do recommend this story arc. I recommend being able to get all the issues of it at one time, or at least not reading all of it and then without a couple issues, because then you don't know what's going on, and it can get confusing if you're missing pieces. So don't miss pieces with this one, because with the time jumping at the beginning, and then how stuff from the beginning that might be considered as small things turn into bigger things closer to the end, you don't want to miss parts of this story arc. So give it a read if you can, if you'd like, if you want, and keep coming back to this channel. I really enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time.